What's up, Guitkit? I'm from the road today, man. We're in Freda Township, Pennsylvania, Lancaster area. See that? Do you see it? Do you see it? You can see it now. I'll give you a little quick tour, man, before we get the tour, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll show you what I got. This place is called the Green Planet Flea Market. Let's pick a while as we check it, son. Here we are, building 5. It's got a little guitar here. See if this is our lucky break, people. Let's check it out. Nothing really too interesting as of yet. Look at this thing now, man. Look at this thing's tied to the wall. It's just a wall hanger, man. Looks like an old quiet tone. You know what I think that is? I think this is an old Zen-on. Tied to the wall. It's definitely a wall hanger. Let me see if I can give him a $50 bill, man. Walk away with this as my own. Wish me luck, man. I believe this is a Zenon 70T because it has this tremolo. You see that tremolo, folks? He did not want to get it off that wall. He was happy to sell it. He just didn't want to. You know what I mean? There was a lot of pain in the neck. Unhinging it. Got some gifts for the kids. Almost got one of these off eBay very recently, man. $139 was the closing price. I only bid like $125, man. Look at that, strap buttons. Anyway, man, we'll do some more research on it. We'll get back to Jersey, man. We'll talk a little bit more, man. We'll have a good time, man. Peace be with you, my Zenon friends, man. So this is like part 3 of our Pennsylvania sojourns, man. The Keystone Chronicles, man. Continues. Now, in our little trips out to Pennsylvania, sometimes we spend a little bit more down there at the swap meets than we generally do at a swap meet. Because these instruments are more like souvenirs of our adventure, as opposed to, you know what I'm saying, people. And unfortunately, this particular instrument, which is the Zenon ZES 70T, I was almost close. I forgot the ZES thing. You know, so this is going to be a very expensive guitar to restore. I don't know if I'm going to do 100% restoration on this. I might go like a 70%. I'm going to trick it out to look pretty close, though, man. I think. And my mind is still working on it, man. I just got back to the Garden State, man. I haven't eaten enough pork roll or Taylor ham, regardless of what side of the Mason-Dixon line we're talking about here. So let's get into the important things about this particular instrument. Now, Zenon is a very sort of, unknown Japanese maker, man. But this particular guitar, all over the world, was distributed in this form. You know what I mean? In some kind of form. In the United States of America, Montgomery Ward, you know what I mean, purchased millions of these guitars. I don't know the actual figure, man. It might not even be, 50,000. I don't know the actual figure, man. I don't know. But they purchased a whole bunch of them under the Audition brand. That was their little silver tone, man. That's their house brand. Audition. Great Britain. This instrument also got a lot of distribution under the Futurama. The Futurama brand. Selmer, I believe, was a distributor on that one. I believe Elvis Costello of the Imposters. The Attractions. The great Elvis, man. The other Elvis. He, I believe, played one at a young age, or maybe an older age. He always played funky shit, man. He played Dan Electros too, man. I don't know if he acquired them after the fame. I remember when he was younger, he was playing like nice Fenders and stuff like that. He's playing like the quirkier stuff as he gets older. Maybe he's trying to recapture his youth. I don't know, man. Peace with you, Elvis, man. Peace with you, brother. Let's stop talking and start squawking, man. And I mean, I showed you this. It's missing some little, you know what I'm saying, things in here. You know what I'm saying? It's missing everything. It's got part of the tremolo, which we're never going to use. It's got a ground wire. You know what I mean? It's bad, man. Parts in this are going to be very costly. So I want to show you what it should look like. I got a little video, you know, set up in my little picture over there. Let's get in the trolley and take a journey over to the computer. You ready, neighbor? Let's do it up. So this is the example on the internet I found of a perfect example guitar in perfect condition, you know what I mean, of the same exact species of ours, man. And you can take a look to see. It's a pretty high quality picture here, man. The specifics, you know what I mean. It's got, see, it does not have, it has regular metal bushings, right? Let's take a good look at the whole thing, man, because I want you to see it all. Take it all in. It's got gold foil pickups, 1-ply white plastic pickguard, 2 rocker switches, you know what I mean, a dual rocker switch, I believe they call that. Teisco style knobs, you know what I'm saying. We got the tremolo. So, taking another look here, I found a guy that was actually partsing out one of these guitars. I spent a lot more money on the parts. I didn't get the pickups. He wanted like $200 for that set. You know, I didn't get this thing. These always break. You know what I'm saying? Those bridges always break. They're made out of these cheeseburg plastic. And he wouldn't give me the pick guard because he wanted, you know, to sell the pick guard with the body and the neck. So I was like, you know what? So I've got the wiring harness, and I got the tuners, and I got a set of knockoff, you know what I mean, new reissue gold foil pickups off of, you know what I mean, AliExpress action, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We'll see how they sound, man. Who cares? Make my own pick guard, you know what I mean? What we're gonna have to do. See that? Luckily, these are just regular old push-in bushings. They're not the plastic ones on this particular species in this model. You know what I mean? You can see the back. It's got the same exact neck plate that we have. You know, everything's exactly the same on this particular model. So I got the tuners, you know what I mean, original to this guitar. I got the wiring harness, right, and I got the knobs and the pointers. It cost me a lot of money, man. I don't want to talk about it, man. I don't want to talk about it. You know, I got some knockoff pickups coming. You know, I'm gonna make my own pick guard. I'm gonna put like a cheesy Teisco bridge on here, probably, man. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll capitulate and buy it, man. I don't really know what I'm gonna do, man. But I'll see you when the parts come in, and we'll talk further on this, man. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. So this is where prices start to like hurtle out of control, man. I got the supplies in that I purchased from that guy. Here's all the knobs, and I got the, you know what I mean, the washers for everything. So I was like, good. I got that, and he sent me this, which I don't even think was really from one of those guitars. I think he sort of, it might be. I don't know, man. Maybe it is. Maybe it's not. Back of my guitar looks a little different. I don't know, man. I think he's just trying to jerk me, man. And the wiring harness looks nice and clean. You know what I'm saying? Looks like it's, you know what I mean, plug and play, man. Looks like it's ready to go. So I mean, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? And then I finally got the foil pickups from AliExpress in after 20 million years. These are actually really P90s tricked out to look like. These look exactly like the pickup, though. I mean, physically. You know what I mean? Other than their little adjustment screws right here. You know what I'm saying? It was really just a P90 with a little piece of foil over it. You know, that's just a P90, man. That's all it is, man. It's a regular old soap bar pickup. So it's tricked out, but these probably have some nice growl to them. Probably even sound better than those original ones. And these, I mean, this looks just like the ones that were on, you know what I mean, the instrument initially. You know what I'm saying? Here's the actual picture here of the original ones. You know what I'm saying? And these don't look, these guitars always get sort of scrapped because people are building cooter casters, because we'll ride cooter. You know, so I see the little adjustment thing there. And I mean, these are not like the gold foil pickups that Rycooter has. These were different, man. They look different. You know what I'm saying? This I got, I don't know, $8 off of, you know, our old friend CB Giddy. There's some wooden pickup rings so I could finagle it. They're way too big, you know what I'm saying? This is life size, man. So it's way too big, man. We'll, you know what I mean? We'll cut it down. We'll dumb it up. Also, these are way too high. They're too high too, so we have to try to lower them. Little tricks of the trade. So I talked about just using this old Teisco, you know what I mean, reproduction. You know what I'm saying? Because the plastic ones always break. The plastic one look like this. And I was gonna make my own pick guard. So I got a big sheet off of Amazon of like the actual, you know what I mean, white blank pick guard material. I took this, I put this over the guitar. This is a piece of transparency, and I traced where all the holes were, and then like I was showing you, I printed this out and on Photoshop, you know what I mean. Got it to where it was like a perfect, you know what I mean, pattern and everything, you know what I mean, where all the holes lined up and everything. I spent all this time and made all kinds of videos about it. You didn't see any of those videos because as soon as I got everything like totally figured out, I was like, I'm ready. You know what I mean? I saw something on eBay for like $20. I was like, oh, look at that, fully loaded. And then these pots look a little fucked up, man. You know what I'm saying? But the guy said it still worked. And then they are fucked up. I got a whole new wiring assembly. So I asked the guy, I said, hey, you know what I mean? Do I have any curiosity? You know what I mean? It looks like, because I saw some other parts from the guitar. I was like, do you happen to have the little bridge? The little plastic bridge? Like, yeah, but it's a little chipped up. And I was like, how chipped up? He said, it's just a little bit. So it's just a little, you know, the thing's gone through there. So I was like, yeah, I'll take that. $20? He's like, all right. You know what I mean? So that's where it spirals out of control, people. So this whole thing is a waste of time and money, man. Waste of time and money. We got the original pick guard. What we're going to do, essentially, is just try to, you know what I mean, finagle these pickups into something reasonable. We'll shave these down. I'll explain that to you in the next video. You know what I mean? So everything fits. I don't want to drill any holes in this pick guard. So we'll try to, you know what I'm saying, dummy it up in just such a way. So that's where we'll leave you now, man. I'll see you in the laboratory, and we'll be working on these pickups, man. Trying to get them to scratch, man. Trying to get them correct. Peace be with you, my friends.
As promised, we're back in the laboratory.
We got the pickups here. I'm telling people, man. It's got to be a sunny day in Sunnyvale, man. Now, on the original, they were a little bit flatter, and they were flat against the pick guard, man. Well, now when I was first designing this in my brain, you know, I was thinking, I'm going to make it my own pick guard so I can cut holes in it. I don't really care. Now that I have an original pick guard, I was like, hey, maybe someday I can actually come across a set of these real cheap. Or they actually made them without the foil, and it's just like black, like epoxy in there. And those you sometimes score for $40 a pair. A Reverb, you know what I mean? eBay, Mercari. Anyway, folks, these are not flat, man. So they're not going to work if we're going to do it like the conventional way without just, you know, jury rigging them. So we're going to have to jury rig them. We're going to have to rig them up, people. So what I want to do is I'm going to take these screws out here, right? Take this plate off, right? And then take our little friend, Mr. Dream Isle. Hello, Mr. Dream Isle. And just cut them screws off as close as we can get to that magnet there, and just sand it down a little bit so it's totally flat against the magnet. You know what I mean? And see if we can take it like millimeter off this. Maybe, maybe not. You know what I'm saying? See if we can do it, man. So I'll see you after our first run, and then we'll try our second guy. So we're not going to ruin them both for no reason. You know what I'm saying, man? Peace be with you, man. Worked out perfectly. We got it down flat. You know what I'm saying? We just laid the plate right back on here because it's got the ground wire. Cut those screws right down. We'll just leave it like that. You know what I mean? We'll just leave it like that. Let's prepare the other one and start working on that pickup ring. I'll see you when it's ringing in the new year. There it is, folks. Nice and flat against the surface, man. Nothing to get all humped up about, man. We ran them both through the multimeter. Got the exact same reading as we did before our little operation. That's a good thing, man. So let's talk about the rings, man. Let's talk about the rings, man. These are the rings that we got. off of JP Gittlestill. Look at that, man. So that's good. The thing that's not good is they're very, very wide, man. They're very wide shoulders, man. You know what I'm saying? The pickup's almost perfect. You know what I'm saying? Size-wise. These rings are like ridiculous. So let's just take a ruler and just run through this hole to this hole to this hole, and just cut these sides off. You know what I'm saying? We can actually get away with these because the holes will be right, you know, within those, you know what I'm saying? Within those two holes anyway. You know what I'm saying? It'll look a lot less goofy. So we'll just line here, line here. Take it over to the old Skrell saw, man. Cut off them kerners, man. Let's do it on this one, and then we'll try the other one. We don't want to mess it all up completely. Right? Mm-hmm. So we got them all trimmed up. Not perfect, but good enough. And that's the way we roll. We got pieces of tape over the original pick guard. Right? We held it up to the sun. You know what I mean? Poke some holes through it. We're going to transfer these pieces of tape onto here and drill those holes out so they're drilled out in the exact correct places. Right, so we got them all drilled out with little holes in here, man. We'll be fine, man. Now, let's talk about this, man. Remember, I talked about these little adjustment screws, and this doesn't have it. I want to dumb that out, man. I want it to have it, just to look at it, man. It's not going to be, you know, any kind of effective. Just to look at it, man. I want to look at it, man. So I'm going to just take these little films off. Drill like a little hole in here. I got these little screws. Just going to cut the heads off those screws and, you know what I mean, glue them into the holes I drill. I'll show you when I'm done. Or darn. See you in a minute. See that? You see that, man? We did a good job. So now we're going to take this outside. And we're going to put a little piece of masking tape over here. And we're going to bondo these two little holes out. See this hole and this here? This hole? They're not on the original. You know what I'm saying? That's because these P90s are meant to be screwed right into the guitar. There's long screws that came with it. They go right through the pickup, right into the guitar. We're not going to attach the guitar that way. So we're just going to plug these little two holes up on both of them, man. See outside. I'll show you when we're done. Alright, so we're outside here. Got them all hold out, man. You know what I mean? We don't want to get the bondo anywhere else, though. So that's how we did it, man. Let it dry out here. Sand it off. I'll see you then, man. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see how it looks all nice now? How it looks all good for the people? You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of that, man. So, what we're going to do now, we got a piece of Gorilla duct tape. That's real strong duct tape, man. We got the back side of the pickup ring, you know what I mean, sitting on there. So, like a He-Man, nice and tight. We're going to take this old gal, we're going to put it on there. You know what I'm saying? We'll cut a little slit, you know what I mean? Just wrap this tape up here, man. You know what I'm saying? I'll fix it. Look at all the fixings. I'll show you after it's fixed. There it is, people. All pickup ringed out. See how it's all taped in there? We put the pickup in to make sure it still fits in. Everything's copacetic. So let's prepare the other one just like we did this one. And then we take it outside. We can paint it chrome, man. We're going to take this ball and shake it up. This stuff is great chrome stuff, man. So I'll see you outside after we've all chromed ourselves up, man. Chrome it out, man. Have a good time, man. Sing one good song for me, buddy. Here we are outside. Let it set in the glorious sun. Nice thick coat of that chrome paint on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Hot dog. Looks good. Also got a bunch of mountain screws. Painted up chrome. You know what I'm saying? We want the curtain to match drapes, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, let it sit out here in the sun for a little while. You know what I mean? This stuff dries pretty quickly. See it back down in the lab shortly. Alright, so while that's out there baking in the sun, in the beautiful autumn sun, man, we got this old ass wiring harness on here. You know what I mean? Suspect, but it looks like it might work, man. Let's blast it with some electro contact cleaner. Just blast it with the straw in there. Get them pots like flowing like a hoe, man. You know what I'm saying? We'll put these guys in there. We'll solder them where they belong. You know what I'm saying? People where they belong. Got a new $3 soldering iron. I'm so excited, people. I live like a prince, man. Anyway, you might see me in the next shot with the new wiring harness on this with soldered up. Hey, man, it didn't fucking work. Because I'm going to take it to the tap test after we're done. You know what I'm saying? Soldering these like guys in there, man. I'll see you right at that perk, man. Right at that perk, man. Burn it out, man. Peace be with you, man. Look at yourself. Alright, so we soldered it up and it works. Brought it over the amp. Works. Everything works. Tone works. Volume works. Switches work. We got these taped on there in a temporary mode. So it's ready to go, man. We're ready to rock and roll. So we have over in these quarters here the beautiful corpse. Let's give it some furniture polish, clean it up, give it some wax, some mom's carnauba wax. You know what I'm saying, people? I'm not sponsored by any of these people, man. Family Dollar, man. Let's hook it up, man. Hook it up with the Bobby G train. I'll see you when we're all clean and shiny. Where's the with you, man? Purdy like. Let's give it a nice fret job, man. Let's get those frets all correct, man. Just a quick little fret job, man. I mean, they look pretty good, the frets. Doesn't look like there's too much play wear. It looks like, you know, during its time as a wall hanger, you know what I mean? Look like there's a wire around here at one point. You know what I'm saying? Unnatural damage, man. Don't like it, man. Let's give it a little bit of love, man. Some TLC. BG. What's up, kid? Yes. Frets are all nice and ready. Didn't put anything on the rosewood. It's still very dry. It's very dry. It's an old maid. Anyway, it's nice and shiny. Nice and sheeny. Let's get these electronics on. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to, you know, finagle this, attach that ground wire. See the ground wire? Attach that into the ground system, man. And then we're going to put these pickup covers on there, man. Carefully. You know what I mean? Get all the little things in the correct places. Screw this guy down. Screw it down. Pickups first. And everything else, man. I'll see you when we got the pick guard. Screw it down, man. You screw up. Alright, now it looks, well, I can't say it looks great, but it's better than it did when it was hanging in the rafters of the flea market in the Amish Country, right? Yeah, maybe it doesn't. Opinions are like assholes. So, what about this, man? Well, you remember that little perloid trick? Where we, you know what I mean, dope out a little piece of perloid sheet? You don't? Oh. Well, come with me. I'll show you. Peace be with you. My holy friend. Where would we be without friends? Alright, some time ago, we discussed this perloid 3M adhesive backed sheet of loveliness. We cut out a little piece in the corner. We kind of graded out. And we used it to trick out a little bit of them position markers. And we're going to do that again. We've cut out another little piece. We have it over here. We've removed the protective film. We kind of dulled it down with a little tiny piece of steel wool, right? Got some acrylic paints. We're going to use some yellow this time because that one's kind of yellowed out as opposed to being just grayed out. Some black. Got a piece of magic erase sponge. We're just going to sponge this on here, man. Wipe it off. And I'll show you it when we're done doing that. Peace unto thee, my peaceful friends. And there it is, people. Had to use a little tiny bit of brown, I must admit. Brown came to town, but it's certainly not white anymore. You know, it's off-white. It's an off-white hue, which more closely resembles the hue of our ancient old fret markers here. A little bit closer, man. I mean, not perfect. We're missing 1, 2, 3. So we're going to take this. Got the old glue gun heating up right there. We got a hole puncher. We're going to punch out 3 of these that look real nice and round, right? We just put a little bit of hot glue in each one of these deficits, right? And stick one of those little fuckers in there. And always take off the adhesive on the back. You know what I'm saying? Take off the adhesive on the back. That way there's like double fucking dare. Double dare me. I dare you to. Peace be with you. It looks better than it did, right? You know what I'm saying? Shortcuts, kid. A little bit of mineral oil. Merle Earl. Smeared in there with a piece of steel whirl. You know what I'm saying? It was only like 2 minutes ago. It's already thirsty. Thirsty. So no one's ever put any grease on me. I like being greased up. Bring me the mail. So we got a naked headstock. Bobby G does not like an unnamed guitar, man. I like my guitars to have a name, man. I got a name. Now the Montgomery Ward ones, which this probably was, you know what I mean, usually had Audition right here. Audition. It was gold script. You know what I mean? It was usually like a water slide decal or like maybe like a clear sticker. Gold metallic, you know, blah blah blah. Let's go over the computer. I know you guys like computer. I'm gonna show you our little progress on a reproduce one. They're either here, sometimes up here. Sometimes you see ones of Zenon over here. There's a Zenon circle stickers, like another great Zenon guitar with a red Z, I believe. I know all this shit, man. Futurama for Elvis Costello. Yeah. You'll see what I mean, man. Peace be unto thee. Peace be with you.
Everybody at this audition, I want you to do your best. I want you to show me you really, really want it. Do you want it? I want it too. Let's want it together.
So we got a nice line art going, you know what I'm saying, of this particular logo that we need made. Put them out on a sheet of 8x10, you know what I'm saying. Laser jet action, man. You know, you want to do it on 1200 at least. You know what I'm saying? Who goes up higher than 1200? Whoop-de-doo. You always want to print out in text, not in graphic, so it's like solid. These are just helpful hints, people. You can do whatever you want, man. You can print it out fucking with mud if you want. I don't care. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this, right? And I got these gold foil sheets back when we were doing the tempo thing, I believe. It was the tempo thing. They're little tiny sheets of foil. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little tiny piece of this over this, right? And I'm going to take the iron. I'm going to iron it on here with a little piece of paper towel, separating it, right? And we're like this. It's going to heat up. It's going to stick to this. And we're going to take a piece of masking tape. We're going to pull it off there, man. And then we're going to do the old tape transfer trick. We're going to put this piece of tape over the, you know what I'm saying, the golden foil thing. And we're just going to, you know what I mean, get rid of the paper on the back and then put it on there like a water slide decal adhesive. Man, you'll see what I mean. I'll show you when we're all golded out, man. We're all golded up, man. Golded out, man. Goldilocks and the three bums, man. And I want to show you something. Not for the faint of heart. Look at that. Look at that. How perfect that is. Isn't that incredible? So incredible. I'm almost shocked, man. So what we're going to do now in our continuing quest for fame and fortune, we got this tape gun. I've showed you before. See this packing tape? We're just going to put some packing tape over that, man. And we're going to dump it in a bucket of water. You'll see what I mean, man. You'll see what I mean. So we got a bowl of warm water. We've got the logo cut like it was like on the old times, man. You know what I'm saying? Took my fingernail, rubbed it on the back here, you know what I mean? Gently press it on there. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to dump it in here. Let it curl up a little bit. You know what I mean? See, it'll curl up. Just let it set for about 10 minutes. I'll see you then, neighbor. Alright, so we've been in the drink for a little while. I'm going to put my fingernail in there. I'm going to carefully work that paper off there. Right, so it's just the, you know, tape. I'm going to put a little bit of this decal set on there, man. Right, put a little bit of decal set like right here. You know what I'm saying? We'll just adhere. Adhere it, man. Adhere it. If you hear me, I hear you. It's been heard. Do you see that? Do you see that? Do you see how it glimmers? You see that? Actually got a reference picture up on the computer right here. You know what I mean? When I was using it to position it. You know what I'm saying? It's perfect, man. That's absolutely perfect. You can note that this example also has the metal bushings also, man. See that? See that? Let's let this dry for a little while. A little minute. And then we'll come back and we'll talk about something essential. Something essential, essentially. Alright. So actually, Took a little furniture marker and I went around the sides. I didn't want to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? Looks great. And then I put some old butch iron wax on the old fretboard here after we wiped it down. We wiped it down, waited 10 minutes. Wiped it down again. Then we did butcher's wax. Turning the cloth often. Seal that grease in there for good, man. So let's talk about something very important, people. Let's talk about our knob friends, man. You knob. Anyway, man, we lucked out with that original wire harness working. So here are the knobs, man. These are expensive. Getting more and more expensive by the day. Please, Chinese makers, make these a good reproduction real cheap. Come on, do it. Do it. You know you can. You know you should. Please. These are like $10 plus shipping now a piece on the open market, man. So be very, very careful. They break. They're very brittle. They're very brittle. Let's put them on, man. You know what I'm saying? A very careful job. Very careful job. You don't want to fuck that up, man. So what's missing, man? Where's my bridge over troubled water? Let's go talk about that. Let's go talk about that out on the slab, man. That brings us out to this little piece here, man. What's wrong with it, man? Why was it so discounted, man? These things go like 50, 60 bucks, man. You see that little hole? See that little gouge, man? Can you see it? I want you to see it. I'm going to focus in on it real good. See that? It's no big deal, right? No big whoop. I'm going to go outside real quick, make up a micro batch of Bondo. Just close that little hole up. You know what I'm saying? Put a little piece in here. You know what I'm saying? While I do it. So I don't, you know what I'm saying, go too far. You know what I mean, man? See you outside. I'll show you. Because showing is doing. And there we go, folks. Put a little piece of plastic over the post. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to get it dirty. You know what I'm saying? Let it sit out here. Outdoors. Just, we don't want to get that stank inside. See you on the next tip, man. We're back inside. It's the next day. We let it dry. Looks good, man. You know what I'm saying? But it sticks out like a sore tooth, man. You know what I'm saying? So, got a little bit of acrylic paint. This is like antique white. A little brush. What's the brush on there, man? You know what I mean? I want people to notice me, not my bandage, man. Not my bandage, man. I'll see you in a minute when it's all nice and white. And there it is, folks. After sort of rehabilitation. You know what I'm saying? Now it's like no big whoop from over here, you know what I'm saying? We got the original screws from the base here. You know what I'm saying? Original, man. 3 different Zenons come back to life, man. Screw that down, man. Screw that down, man. You take the thumb wheels off to get that screwed on, man. Just do a correct job, man. You can also do kind of like a half-ass intonation. You know what I'm saying? How this goes back and forth, man. Genius, man. Genius stuff, man. I'll see you after that bass is on, man.
Hey, bass mark, man. Where's my bass on?
Do you see that? Marvelous. Marvelous. And now, least but certainly not last, we got to put these tuners on, man. The reason I'm doing that is we got these push-ins, man. And they fall out. This I believe I got from Giddy Crafter. This is supposedly original too. One of these fits right in there. Supposedly got all the original screws there. I'll be the judge of that, man. Got a set of ukulele strings. Over Amazon for like $3.12. You know what I'm saying? See you at the glamour shots, people. This is my big audition. Am I gonna win? Am I gonna lose? Will peace be with me? Let me look after me. Who will look after me? There it is, folks. The joke was on me. This thing's a screamer, man. It's a screamer. What about those high output P90s? The ceramic plastic P90s. This old wiring is just... Originally there was like a cover for this. Keep my eye open for that. Keep my eye open for a new set of pickups too. I mean, these are cool and everything, but now I'm kind of like liking this guitar, man. I want to see if these Cooter Caster You know what I mean? Pickups are really, you know what I mean? Better than these screamers, man. I want to know. I'm not really that serious about it, though, man. It is what it is, folks. You know what I'm saying? This is an example of a getter that, you know, surprises you, man. You know what I mean? Comes out of left field. A souvenir from our Pennsylvania Port 3. You know what I mean, people? You know what I'm saying? Do you agree with me? Do you feel me? Do you feel it? Do you feel it? Anyway, man, it kind of like looks the part if you're like over here. But when you like inspect it, you're like, yeah, there's something up with that, man. But we're not going to be that judgmental about looks, man, because this isn't the age of judge people on their looks or for guitars either, man. Fuck, man. Let's hear it. And then we can look after each other. And peace will be with us. Look after yourself. Peace will be with you. Peace be with you. Look after yourself. And there it is, folks. The Zenon ZES 70T. This is the Audition incarnation. Store brand of Montgomery Ward, man. Imagine you went to like every department store and they had their own store brand guitar. Imagine that. That happened. One time. Think about it, man. This little screamer, man. These P90s too, really. Open it up, man. Great. Just the neck pickups. Bridge pickup. Both of them. Listen to that. That sounds nice, man. It's cool, man. So anyway, this is Elvis guitar, man. The other Elvis, the little Elvis, man. It's so funny to be seeing you after so long, girl. I can tell the way you look that you were not impressed. Heard that you let a little friend of mine take off your party dress. Allison, where I know this world is killing you. Oh, Allison, my aim is true. My aim is true. Peace be with you, Elvis Costello. Wash your hands, bro. Think about why McCartney don't want to hang with you no more, man. Peace with you, man. Everybody, God bless you, man. Pennsylvania Part 3, over and out, man. We'll see you next time, if there's a next time.